Welcome back to my channel. Hi everybody, I'm on the road and I stopped for coffee. I finally managed to get a hold of my cable company and the connection was much better today. I used a different phone and everything was fine. Hopefully I won't be getting any more weird letters. I did manage to get the right account number to her, so thank goodness. We're going to be stopping off in a little while at a store that caters strictly for men and male clients. It's going to be fashion. However, the scenario and the plans may change according to, the crowds there. I want to make sure that everything is right and in order, and that I'm not going to be overwhelmed by all these people coming at me. And yesterday went fine, so I'm hoping for another good day today. I may get to another store, maybe one for female gift items. I'm not sure. If I do, I will be sure to let you know after we visit the male clothing store. If I do get to a female gift store, I don't know if it's going to be fashion or whatever. I have to sort of play this one by ear because tomorrow I may stay in and bake due to the fact that I have the fire department coming to do procedural maintenance in the building, and it's going to be my turn tomorrow. So it might be a good day to film the recipe. I'm not sure if I want to do it tomorrow, but that will be my chance to do it. So I need to find a dish at Dollarama for a mold, and I have to buy some crackers. So anyway, guys, I'll catch up with you a little later when we get to the store. Bye-bye. everybody. That was some selection of men's clothing. I wasn't expecting to see such a beautiful arrangement of male clothing, male fashion. I was pretty overwhelmed at first. I didn't know where to start looking, but I noticed that, again, it was expert merchandising and nice customer service. Just the right touch of I want to help you, I'm going to leave you alone type of thing. I like that. That's a rare skill to develop. But I shopped away at my heart's content, and I didn't have any issues with anything at all in the store. It was immaculate. They were working in the back, putting more clothing out, but the store was absolutely immaculate. And this store, I will explain a little bit later. This store has a very old and long history of existence. And I know that it opened up around the early 20s of last century. And that's a train going by. And it kind of opened up around the same time that my father's old business section began to bloom and pop up everywhere. It's a very, very old store, in other words, and it's got an immaculate reputation. Guys, the smell in there was incredible, like cotton and linen and freshly pressed shirts, and oh my God, I love the smell of that store. Hi guys, so I'm stopping off at the Dollarama. I need to pick up a couple of little dishes for my shrimp mold, and I hope that I find them because they're kind of hard to find sometimes. So I'm going to take you inside with me. In we go. I'll see you inside. Hi everybody. So I really lucked out at the Dollarama, and I decided to go for a regular Tupperware because the relative I'm bringing it to, if it turns out she loves this dip, the relative that I'm bringing it to doesn't like the lead that's contained in the Dollarama dishes, and they didn't have any anyway. So even though I did find some that were shaped in the appropriate shape, like little round balls. They were, you know, that clay, lead filled dinnerware. So I just skipped over it and I got plain Tupperware. And and she's right, because lead is not good for your health. And I do have some at home. I use them sparingly, but they match everything else, so I want them. Anyway, it's 3 o'clock and I'm done. So I got off to an early start today, and it really seemed to make a difference on how the day went. And so, you know, oftentimes you get stuck in stores with stressed out staff late in the afternoon, early evening. I avoid all that today, so I'm kind of happy about that. But I only managed to do one store today because I figured there's another home goods store that I've just found, and it's close by there. And so I'll do that and something else tomorrow. And then we have to get started on holiday food, guys. So I have to do one other female clothing store, a good one, because the one that we did the other day was just intimate apparel and sleepwear. So it wasn't really as appropriate as, you know what I'm saying? I want it to include all types of clothing. As for men, I didn't find any intimate apparel stores for men or any sleepwear for men. So I'm just going to kind of go with that. I may hit another male fashion store sometime this week, but I want to finish up because now it's over for Christmas shopping in my world. It's over. It's done. There's last minute, and that's it. I have to get started on the holiday food. So that's where the next topic will pick up. Anyway, guys, I will see you back at home. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. I'm back home now. It's much later, and I thought I would make dinner and get it out of the way. I had a little cleaning to do, so it hasn't been a very eventful day all around, but it was nice and calm and peaceful, so that's always a good thing, right? I really enjoyed that walkthrough today because I think that the staff, first off, showed the utmost professional care. And even though one of the sales ladies did not approach me, she was terribly busy with another couple of customers, and she did smile my way. She did let herself, she did let me know that she was available, she was around. And there was another gentleman who was also terribly busy with a few customers as well, but he kept coming my way and acknowledging my presence, and he greeted me. It was wonderful. That's the way it should be, not to follow somebody around and ask them all the time if you need their help. Once is enough. I know that they were very attentive on other customers, so that's good. That's a good one. And I also wanted to give you just a little bit of background on Tip Top Tailors and the original Tip Top Tailors building here in my city. It's still situated at 637 Lakeshore Boulevard West, but it has been converted into condo lofts. And the original sign still stands right on top of it, and it's on a slant. It's just beautiful that they kept it like that. But 6 more floors were added to that building, which is like my father's old stomping grounds on Corso Italia, where we all grew up. It's an archaeological and heritage site, and David Dunkelman founded that business, Tip Top Tailors, right there, in 1909. And I think the building itself was completed in 1920. So that's early, guys. And I know that the compared to my old stomping grounds, I know that the one store or two stores down from us was founded in 1922. 1922, and it's been a children's shop all along for children's clothing. When I went down last couple of weeks ago, it was closed. But it just goes to show you how some traditions stick and hang on. And I think part of that tradition that goes with long running businesses is the utmost professional care that goes along with it. And I remember I visited another shop a couple of nights ago, Intimate Apparel. And I don't know how long that's going to last because the customer care really. Since then, I've reached out to the corporate office and I let them know exactly what happened and why it was a mustn't no. To hire people that go out of their way to be unfriendly to Christians who are shopping for Christmas, it won't do. I mean, whoever the person was, it won't do. It could be that that person didn't even work there, so doesn't stand a chance of losing a job. You know what I mean? But who would go out of their way to do that? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of rude what she did. I don't want to get into it, but just every seasonal holiday I go through this, and I'm sure all of us do at one point or another. Poor customer service is no excuse for a store to exist. Good customer service is one good way for a store and a business to continue on being prosperous and successful. And so, as you could see from the clips that I showed you before, the clothing there was professional, formal, casual, sleepwear, and they did have some intimate items as well. So it's a shop for all kinds of men, whoever they may be, whether they be in your family or a friend. It offers you a lot of choices as to what kind of a person you could shop for there, or what kind of a gift you can buy that person. So that, I really like that. And the merchandising, like I told you before, I really think that it was expertly done, and it made all the difference in the world to the people coming in. And I could see that people were going around and around. They knew they wanted to buy something, and they couldn't decide. And I know that feeling. There weren't that many people. I would say a nice gentleman came up and said to me, "Oh, so you're starting your Christmas shopping early?" And I just giggled. I wanted to say no. Right now I'm just filming, but I love the store, and it was nice that I could get that feel from another customer. Obviously he'd been in there before and he had been treated well, and so he was returning, and that's the feeling that I got when he came up and started to chat with me. But the way that the things were merchandised there, the colors, the ties, the shirts, everything went together. The blazers, the coats, the jackets, everything went together. I was really amazed to see how expertly all of those clothing items were put in their place. So guys, I think I'm gonna cut the video short. I know it wasn't much of a day, This may be a short video. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but I do want to encourage all of my viewers to please keep coming back. I know Christmas is a busy time. Everybody's getting ready for the holidays, but let's not forget each other too. I want to thank everybody for continuously coming back to watch all of my uploads, and I really do want to try to continue this daily uploading even after the holidays. I'm not sure where my themes are going to go from there. Probably they're going to turn into interior decoration because I'm looking for a kitchen light fixture that's completely dead here. And so that will probably be another upcoming project. I also want to decorate the master bedroom, and I'll show you. Hold on. So I want to redecorate, not a lot, just a tiny bit. I think I need a piece of furniture right there. And I have that bookcase that I showed you in the hallway. It's going to go right here as soon as I stop procrastinating. I think I first want to clear out all my baskets and deliver them. They're just for 2 people, guys. There's 2 each there. So hopefully I can get that dropped off sometime next week. And so that's what I want to do. I want to maybe put in a little tiny desk for my laptop. And that'll be it. It'll be a nice, cozy little workspace here for me. And a nice little sleeping quarters for my sleeping queen there. Yes. Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to give my kitty cat some extra space and privacy and let her sleep. And I want to thank everybody for watching and listening. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now. Hi guys, so I hope you haven't gone anywhere yet. I was debating on whether or not to tell this story, and I finally decided to tell you. And I just, it's the next day, and the most memorable experience that I've had with Tip Top Tailors, the store that I just reviewed, is that when my father was beginning to go into the phase where he was getting gravely ill, actually it was he passed away in September, and this would have been May, June, previous to that. And I remember he had an upcoming wedding, and my aunts and uncle were going to be coming over from Italy, and they were all going to this wedding. The wedding of a daughter whose family owned abroad in the same building where we did, and we were pretty good friends. We weren't that close, but we were pretty good friends. And so my father was anxious about looking his best. It really pains me to go over his anxiety. He was very gravely ill, and yet he was still worried and anxious about keeping up with his friends and his social life. He had a very avid, a very full social life, and he was a great tennis player. He hung out with the guys every Thursday night at the club, and it was, my father's world just crumbled, when he found out that he didn't have very long to go. And so I remember I was working at his office during that period, and I remember I had saved up a little money. And I felt so guilty about him giving me money to go and sit and answer phones at his office. I don't know why I felt so guilty, But because of his excitement about going to this friend's daughter's wedding, we decided that we would go and get him a new suit because everything that he had was hanging on him. He had lost so much weight. And so I remember we went to Tip Top Tailors, and it was, I remember him trying it on very carefully and slowly. It was a beautiful cream beige linen dress suit. It was beautiful on him too. And right away, my mom was there. We all decided that this was the suit for him. And so in a way, it would have been Christmas. It would have been an early Christmas, but I believe this was, just a few months before he passed away. So we would not pass another Christmas with my dad. We wouldn't. The Christmas previous was spent practically all in the emergency room. We had gone abroad and then he had to come back. So he was pretty sick, guys. He was very sick. And whatever he had, it was lymphatic. And it could not be cleared up. They didn't give him any treatment because it was too late. So anyway, we were pretty devastated about that news. And so we wanted to make things as best we could for my dad, as comfortable as we could, and, make sure that he enjoyed his last few months with his friends in his life the way that he was used to doing. And so I remember going to Tip Top Tailors with my dad, and I said, you know what? Don't even think about pulling out your wallet. I don't want you to think about anything today. Just relax. This is your day. I'm going to give you the full treatment. I don't want you to worry or think about anything. And so things had not always been that perfect between my dad and I, but I was trying to make amends. I didn't want him to feel burdened by anything. And so we decided that that was the suit for him. I remember him trying it on and looking in the mirror, and the color was just perfect. My father had a very olive tan complexion, so it really complimented him. And so I remember the store wrapping it up and putting it in a parcel. And they were so wonderful with us, guys. The customer service in that store has always been perfect. And I know that my father shopped there all the while that he had the store on Corso Italia. He bought so many of his things there. And it was a booming business in the 60s. And by then it had been an old retail outlet for many, many years. And so it was a very well-established business. And so I remember, guys, that memory is so vivid of us going into that store, looking at the suits and picking out this cream ivory colored linen suit. It was beautiful on him. And we picked out a tie, we picked out a shirt, and I think that he got a pair of cufflinks. And so that was my memory of my dad at Tip Top Tailors. My final memory of him ever going into that store. It had always been one of his favorites, and I'm glad that he had that experience in there toward the end of his life. And guys, it just goes to emphasize my point that the same point I was making in yesterday's video, that sometimes gifts go beyond the mere act of buying and giving. It goes well beyond that. And so if you are caught up in a gift-giving situation, where you know that some of the people close to you may not, maybe they live far away from you and you won't be able to see them as often. That's another great gift situation where you want to make sure that that person remembers you, and so you give them a gift. So what I'm saying is not necessarily the most expensive gift, but the one that has the most caring, concern, and thought and consideration put into it is what really makes the gift stand out, especially at Christmas. And so guys, I'm really going now. So I hope that you've enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.